this day is a great day. When asked of my staff, they said to me, they said, Dr. Jensen, you're going to be closing a conference and flying and traveling. You might not want to go. And I considered the notion of sending someone else. But there was one thing that I remembered in parliamentary procedures. It would be a disgrace to send a private to honor a general. With great honor, it pleases me as a duly appointed representative of the Board of Regents of St. Thomas Christian College, in sanction with the bylaws of our college, and sanctioned with the agreed terms of the Board of Regents, to warrant this particular honor due simply on the merit of one's spiritual contribution to a society at large. That you've taken the ambience of a local pulpit and extended its borders in such a way beyond the four walls that the ambience of this ministry's presence have been able to be a beacon light for evangelism throughout this community, through transcending ministries and opportunities to find platforms to change through various forms of Christian discipleship. And with great honor and privilege, I declare, with the power invested in me according to my fixed signature, and the Board of Regents and the academic deans sanctioning this opportunity, declare that you shall no longer be known as Andrew Cheairs, but from this day forward, according to the fixed signature, I declare you as Dr. Andrew Cheairs. Soldier, this is long overdue. You've sung and blessed people all over this country. And today heaven stops with all of the cherubs and angels to salute you today. And say, my good and faithful servant, who I am well pleased. Congratulations, Dr. Andrew Cheairs. Of leading God's people, directing the ship of the church, and oftentimes charting courses that does not seem to make sense to the consciousness of others. When you think of the pastor, it reminds me of the notion of Noah. When God commissions a Noah to build an ark, he tells Noah to build an ark in a place that's crazy because, first of all, the people have never seen the kind of water that he predicts is going to happen. So the pastor has to be prophetic enough to hear the voice of God, shift the people to a place that they know not of based on the revelation of what they've experienced. Urge them to go into directions and become a co-laborer in the process of the development of something that people cannot even conceive. In other words, he talks big talk to little people. That their minds have not gravitated to the sphere of the scope of what God is beginning to say. Today I look at Noah and saw how brass he must have been to make such declarations to the people that a rain was coming that they knew not of. A flood was coming that they knew not of. Made predictions and built. Preached 120 years. Didn't see much support for the merit of his preaching. But in the end result of it, when the flood came, he was able to save some people that were in place to be saved. Every gospel preacher that God raises has to have the notion of going in to be God's special agent, an inside man for an obvious great task. And with shrewd tactical procedures, he is to build on God's ark, his church. In controversial times when elation seems to run like riveting rivers and flow like the springs of nature seem to begin to go. It is the nature of a great leader to hear the call of God, pirate his sheep into the places that it must go, build an ark for people that don't even understand. The miracle of Noah is that shipping and boating, even after his death, would be changed for an eternity because one man dared to believe God. This is not a eulogy, but I will tell you this one thing. The church in Mississippi will not be the same because God sent a prophet by this way. Others may build and others may preach. But you have made some large shoes for even a big boy to have to walk in. It greatly pleases me to represent the Board of Regents of our college. In this being that this is not an honor that you sought, but the grace and the humility of your administration has caused the honor to seek you, which only speaks marriage to the character and even this very occasion. As God had paused this condensed moment in time to salute you for this.